Today I'm going to do a famous painter did one. It was Paris Street in Rainy Weather by Gustave Caillebotte. I'm not sure how you say that. And yes, I sound pretty rough this morning. My voice is just totally out of it. So what we're gonna do here is we're going to make this better roll up my sleeves. Well, we're gonna start with this building here. I'm gonna make an effort to do this building. Well, we're gonna try. It's the best that we can do. And they're walking down. Oh, this just ends in the perspective ends just right down the street. And then paint over that. Let that dry a little bit because we're going to put some colors over the top of it. And on gouache, only I'm using all gouache. These are my colors. These are my colors. I have a little collection there. And yes, I have some Dorland wax for when I get done. Actually, my little collection is actually pretty big, but we're gonna set that off to the side there for a little minute. And we're gonna attempt we need a sky in here. But I don't want it to be looking harsh. So we're just gonna, because that sky is actually pretty dim. Because it's like obviously a rainy day, so yeah. So we're gonna put that in there like that. Okay, that didn't turn out very well. Well, I told myself this morning when I got up to do this that I'm gonna attempt this, and if it looks okay, halfway's decent in the end, we'll post it on YouTube. So let's see where we can go with this. There's some gray in the sky. So we're just gonna add some gray in the sky because it's a rainy. And this is actually a green color, which is fine. Let's do this. Maybe it won't go in and out with my handwork. Just like that. And yes, gouache does this to your paint water right away. Turns it right away. And I have this little brush, Master's Touch Dagger Striper. So we're gonna get it a little wet and Put a little yellow on it. Obviously, I'm not leaving this yellow up here. We're gonna let that dry. That can stay like that. Along with the street. Because this street has some light in it. And we want to have a little bit of shiny in it, and this yellow is going to create our shiny. I want this kind of in the background. So we're going to do that. Maybe between his legs a bit. And on the other side of her dress, just a bit, because there's a building there. And we'll see how this goes. Normally you put the lighter colors on top, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my colors on top. And I want my background to look. We're gonna put her face in there. I am not a famous painter, so I'm not trying to be a famous painter. I'm just gonna put that on there. And there's also a building behind her, so we're gonna put that in there. Right there. I'll put that there. And her dress. Actually, his suit and her dress are both gray. But we're gonna do green, right? Here, gray, green. There's her dress. We'll be adding on to her dress here in a minute. His suit coat is this color too, but we're gonna change the color on it to give it a little bit of a crossover from her clothes to his. Yeah. And she's wearing some kind of a hat. And he is definitely wearing a hat. So we'll give him a top hat. And a suit. And being the gentleman that he is, he's carrying the umbrella. So that's actually nice. And his pants are much lighter, so we're going to add a little bit of green in there to give them the illusion of being gray. And his vest, he has a vest on too. Let's see if we can get that in there. The umbrella is actually kind of blue. We don't want any starker colors, so we're gonna go with blue-gray. Let's do that. Blue-gray. This morning it's like 5 below, I think. It's really cold. So today is a day that I will not be going anywhere. And I'm okay with that. Okay, now we're gonna give him a hand. Which is fine. Gouache is a little bit different than watercolor. Even though it is watercolor, it's just, yeah, it's a little different. We got people in the background. People in the background. And this person, we're just going to disappear him in the background. Like that. And those cobblestones are also disappearing in the background, if I can get the color just right. I don't think it's green. I don't think it's green, but we're gonna add our color as we see fit, just like this. I know there's some more green on that building there. And then we're gonna add some gray on the top. And that building, it's dry, so I could add a little bit more to it. like that. And there's a light pole. And then we're gonna add some, I know I'm using this dagger brush, but that's perfectly fine. We're gonna add some people because there's a lot of people in the picture, but they're nondescript. Look at me using big words. Yep, they're just a whole bunch of people in the background doing what they're doing. They're walking around and going places, and that's what they do. Okay, well, I'm not as good as that person that painted this original picture, but you know what? That wasn't the point. I wasn't trying to copy their work. I was trying to recreate just a little bit of it. Yeah. On her sleeves, I like this, and she has a collar on, and so does he. And there's a lot of noise in the background behind them, and we can't have it gray, but we can have it kind of sort of green gray. Just to fill it in a little bit. Now, this is gouache. So what happens with gouache is once it dries, that would be great. But you could go ahead and dig water in there, and you could wash it all away. So that's something that you want to do is put some wax, Darlin's wax media, and you just put a dollop on your finger, and then you rub it on the painting. You rub it on the whole painting, and it will be waterproof. So that's kind of nice. Okay, so we're gonna add a little white in here. Because it's not completely nighttime. Yeah, make that just a little bit brighter. And also we're gonna do that with the cobblestones, just a little bit of A little bit of shine, and then notice it picks up the color. It will pick up the color. Yeah, I'm not gonna give them faces because I don't want to ruin what's going on here. We don't know who they are, if they were anybody at all, because the original painter, he was really good, and it looks like a photograph, and I'm sure it's not. Anyways, yeah. I hope you enjoyed my adventure in gouache today. I am not done yet, but I really enjoy doing this. I'll probably write on there too, Paris Street in rainy weather. Paris Street in rainy weather. Where is that? Okay, well, prosperity tells me that I got it sad, so that's not bad. At least I put it out there. I hope everybody has a great day, and we'll talk to you later. Like and subscribe. Bye.